a lot happens in Rotaract, and people see nice things out there, but there are always this one person, there are always these people that spend time, that do not sleep, thinking, or choosing to decide to make these things beautiful. But today I have a great man to tell us what really happens behind scenes. Welcome to yet another episode of the Munye podcast. I am CP Mark Buembo, your host today. And with me today, I have a very great leader. I will call him country chair because he was country chair in my year when I was charter president. But last year, he was the prime chair. I will not describe him more for the fact that I have him here. So, Mr. Kyadondo Muhammad, you're most welcome.
Thank you so much.
Glad to have you at the Munye podcast. And I believe you are the right person for this topic that we chose out. Could you please kindly introduce yourself to our viewers before we start?
Well, thank you so much. I am very happy to be hosted by the Munyes. I would like to thank the Rotaract Club of Naru Munye for coming up with this beautiful idea. My name is Muhammad Kyadondo. I am a member of the Rotaract Club of Lubowa. I happen to serve as president 4 years ago. I think that is 2022 to 2023. I have served in various capacities at district level. I have served as an assistant district representative for special zone. I have also served as an assistant district new clubs development chair. That is, those all happened in the same year. That is 2023-2024. Then moving on to 2024-25, I served as the Rotaract country chair Uganda, and as well the assistant executive secretary. Today or last year, I've been serving as the planning, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation chair. And as we speak, I am serving as the district projects chair that I normally love so much to abbreviate as DPC. Thank you so much.
DPC. I used to know DPC's District Police Commissioner, something like that. But anyway, we shall take it as district projects chair. So, with that, I would go into who is Kyadondo Muhammad beyond the Rotary badge.
Thank you so much again. Kyadondo beyond the Rotaract badge or the Rotary badge. I do MCing. Ladies and gentlemen out there, I would like to inform you that I talk for a living. I also do tours and travel. Of course, I have a business that is Courteous Ventures. We do tours and travel, and among other things, and as far as the trips are concerned, I also work with a certain labor recruitment company. So I export labor out of Uganda. And yes, in a nutshell, that is it.
That is Kyadondo.
Yes.
Briefly, Kyadondo does not have any wife, don't have the kids, something like that. These viewers you're seeing here, these people want to know who really Kyadondo is.
Okay, I should say that I am a loved sibling, ladies and gentlemen out there. And also, relationship-wise, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to inform you that I am COVID-19 positive.
Then, I don't know. Oba, I am COVID-19 positive, Oba, COVID-19 negative. I don't know. But my viewers, I believe, I think I am also COVID-19 that we shall get to know as we move on. Okay, thank you for that beautiful session. If Rotary didn't exist, what do you think your life would look like?
If Rotary didn't exist, sorry, I had forgotten to mention that I went to school and I have a diploma in journalism and mass communication. And not only that, I have a certificate in international relations and diplomatic studies. So I believe I would be a journalist by now. And please let us not mistake my not practicing journalism as the reason as why as Rotaract being the reason as why I'm not practicing. No, and also I happened to be in one of the biggest associations, that is as far as education and culture is concerned. I was in the Baganda Nkobazambogo Students Association, where I even served as a National Culture Secretary for the year 2018-19. So, ladies and gentlemen, without Rotaract, I would be greatly serving my kingdom directly, though I still serve it through Rotaract. But I would be serving my kingdom through Nkobazambogo and maybe the Uganda Youth Council and other associations as far as heritage is concerned. Yes, I think that is it.
Okay. You're so much prepared. Looking back, what first attracted you to Rotaract?
What first attracted me to Rotaract is curiosity, ladies and gentlemen. Curiosity brought me here. Someone said that curiosity killed a what? A cat or rat? I think it is a cat. But
Not
to
a
me,
rat. Okay, cat. Okay.
to me, my first days at campus, I should call it campus. I happened to be one of those students that never wanted to leave campus without getting known. So a friend of mine, a colleague, his name is Magara Farouk, then he invited me to attend the Rotaract meeting. And by then we were starting the Rotaract Club of Namasuba College of Commerce. And then when he invited me, of course, I first hesitated, being the fact that around those years we were talking so much about Illuminati. And then I remember as we were growing, we used to hear stories that rich people sacrifice and all that. All musicians, all celebrities are into Illuminati. And then you could see rich people, or Rotaract has got a lot of rich people. That is as far as riches are concerned, and also being rich at heart is concerned. So I was like, okay, let me go and see whether at some point I will land into these things. I shouldn't say that you shouldn't quote me wrongly. My intention wasn't to join Illuminati.
Okay.
My intention was to verify,
that
is
it
it
really
true
that
that Illuminati is there? But unfortunately, I should say, it is not there, or it is something that I didn't found or find in what? In the fraternity. Yes, please.
Okay, Illuminati and so on and so forth. I believe now we can tell these viewers that it's not about Illuminati. Yes, it's about service.
Yes.
That's what I know. Okay. So, did you ever imagine serving in so many district leadership positions?
Well, I should say no. Yes.
Okay, so things are just happening.
I should say no because at first I joined an organization that I didn't know how it runs.
Okay.
I joined an organization that I was learning. Fortunately, I am someone who is too adaptable to situations and other things that may be happening. So I ended up accepting to lead my club as president, and putting that aside, of course, even after serving as president, I did not see myself serving at the district level until I got different
Positions.
different invitations to come and serve at the district level.
Okay.
Some leaders say, especially our past leaders, always remind us that serving at a district is a privilege. And maybe I embrace the privileges so much to the fact that I end up getting various leadership positions year in, year out.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay, we are looking forward on to also receiving those invitations. Yeah, into Rotary. So this pushes me to my next question. Which leadership position challenged you the most and why?
The leadership position that challenged me the most, it is even funny. Not even funny, sorry. But serving as president. challenged me so much. Yes, it challenged me so much to an extent of choosing to quit and leave Rotaract for good.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
So you asked the why is it is because I was just from school. That is number one. Number two, I was trying so much to find employment.
Yes.
I wasn't yet I wasn't yet stable with employment, and then of course, I should say that I wasn't made a leader, but I was born a leader. So when an opportunity knocked my door of leading my club as the president, I accepted. But little did I know that it was going to challenge me to that extent. So, there's a saying that it is always lone at the top. And people normally don't understand why that statement comes out like that.
Not until you're there.
Not until you're there. That is when you will understand. So I
can
got out of
imagine.
challenges. I mean, I wasn't yet financially stable. I mean, in as far as running a basic community Rotaract club is concerned, I wasn't yet there. But again, being that young, I was leading people that were already married, I should say, people that already had their own challenges in as far as life is concerned.
Okay.
And what the other thing that we normally tend to forget is the fact that being a Rotaractor or being a Rotaract is a transitional movement. Today, you have challenges with work. You're posted in Gulu, you're posted up country or any other part of the country, and then tomorrow you're starting up a family. You're trying so much to make sure that you make all ends meet. So, leadership challenged me so much the time I was serving as a president.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So that was the most challenging. I believe viewers here can also testify. Those people that have been presidents can testify. Being a president is quite challenging, but it's about pushing further and choosing to say, I will not give up. Okay, so that pushes me to the next segment, that is segment, which takes us to the real talk of today. That is reality behind Rotaract, or the behind scenes of Rotaract. We shall begin with, I called it the social media illusion. So, people see beautiful installations, fellowships, awards, and smiling pictures on social media. What's the reality they never get to see?
Well, I should say that the reality is that people don't see in Rotaract. One are the sacrifices that we make to be part of Rotaract, especially in as far as leadership is concerned.
Okay.
We make a lot of sacrifices. We go above and beyond for people, for our clubs, for our own sanity, and so on and so forth. So, there's also a saying that goes, we are a generation of happy faces, but with sad what? I should say sad hearts or what? Yeah. So Rotaract outside social media, it is also giving in one or the other. It is a good organization, as just as it is painted. But again, it only gets hard when you take up the mantle of being a leader into it. Leave alone the events that people post. We are people that focus on professional growth. We are people that focus on personal growth. We are people that focus on. I talked about professional growth, yes. We are also people that focus on making sure that we have better and better individuals at the end of the day. So, in putting aside the glamour and pompa that we see, it is too much of life lessons. It is too much of everyday lessons. I normally tell people that every day in Rotaract is an opportunity for you to learn something new, to meet someone new, and to make a new connection every day. Why? Because we have clubs that sit from Monday up to Sunday.
So Monday to Monday.
Monday to Monday,
Okay.
we can choose to always be in a Rotaract meeting.
24/7.
Yes.
I will call it in that way. But we sit always for only 1 hour, not 24/7. By 24/7, I mean 24 hours for 7 days. So, guys, it's not 24 hours for 7
But
days.
still, if you don't care about the time zone, you might choose to spend your whole day in fellowships. I mean, there's a club meeting in USA, there's a club meeting in Canada, there's a
Okay.
club meeting in any part of the world during the day.
Okay, so relating to the challenging position you talked about, the presidential part,
Yes.
many people fight for leadership positions. What don't they know about the pressure that comes with the title?
I think they tend to forget that the moment you get the title, it is when you start to plan on when to have it off your shoulders.
Wait. So putting on that chain, people are jubilating, you're putting. So what crosses your mind is, when am I putting this off?
You have to always think about the day you're going to lift
There's a leader.
the title off you.
There's a leader who has chosen to be a DRR, and this person, when I was starting, I remember this person telling me that now I should also think of a speech that I'm going to give when handing over. And I was like, we are just starting. This is day one. And this person is like, I want to take this off. You know yourself if you're viewing, my dear friend. Okay. So it's about thinking when to give up the position.
Not necessarily as you're mentioning it, but you have to think about. You have to know that it is beyond the title you're holding, but the numbers that you're representing, the numbers that that believe in you, the numbers that are going to criticize you, the numbers that are going to grow with.
Okay.
So the moment you want to struggle for a title, you have to be prepared to as well give results at the end of the day. Yes.
Still on that same point of being president, people say Rotaract is voluntary, but leaders do a lot. How much do leaders sacrifice financially, emotionally, professionally, and personally? Can you say something about that?
I cannot say the much, because you cannot magnify how much people invest in on a daily to make Rotaract business move.
Okay.
You get people now you see, we have conferences, we have projects, we have a lot of things. But the day you become a leader, especially the day you're not even about being president, but even any other position that you have been given, the day you're given to lead that position is when you understand that your finances are not yours alone, but you have to share them. You know, Rotaract gets heavy. I don't know in other parts of the world, but in our setting, Rotaract gets heavy the moment you have been chosen to be the topmost leader of it.
Okay.
Especially, it can be projects in your club. You can even be just a sergeant at arms. You can be a club admin. The moment you have been chosen out to lead, Rotaract gets heavy. It becomes a full-time job. I mean, you have to make sure that you don't, number one, disappoint the person that has chosen you to lead, or that has appointed you to lead. Number two, you cannot see yourself fail at the end of the day.
Okay.
So, and also we have gotten to a point where if you have been given a position, everyone thinks that you're the all-knowing of that position.
Okay.
Every question or every answer is expected from you. Whoever comes up with a question, they know that Mark has to be knowing the ABCD. And as a matter of fact, it is hard for me to go out 4 days, 5 days. It is hard for me to go out a week without solving or answering a question about Rotary and Rotaract. It can even be Interact.
Then with that pushes me to my next question. My next question, it has been tormenting my mind, my brain, and I want us to talk about it. That is club. I will first give you what it's all about. Club politics.
Yes.
There's a lot of politics that I've seen in some clubs. So, and I am here. How should young leaders deal with elections, misunderstandings, and conflicts within clubs? There's a lot. And really, I think you're the right person to tell them how to handle such.
Well, you have talked about politics.
Yes.
I think people have to understand, I think, from this podcast, that we have to embrace politics. We have to embrace politics because it is the reality that we are in. I mean, even if we don't want to, that is now, this is what this is the problem with me. I normally want to tell people the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Okay.
So we have to accept the fact that politics is with us.
Okay.
We breathe politics, we live politics, and we exchange
So my viewers,
politics every now
you
and
breathe
then.
politics. Just
You
know
get?
that.
So people only have to understand the centers of power in each and every kind of organization they are in. Even if it is not Rotaract, even if it is work, of course, there's also work politics. Politics has eaten us up, and we have to just understand, not even just, but we have to understand how to cope up with the situation where politics has been cited. But politics is everywhere. We have to embrace it. We have to, yes, Rotaract is apolitical, but at some point, we cannot do away with the politics.
Okay.
Yes.
So, on that point, exactly, actually, that very point, there's this colleague of mine that said, in Rotary and Rotaract, there are people who serve for only titles, not genuine impact. So, how do you differentiate that this one is serving not for title, but this person is really serving for an impact?
Fortunately or unfortunately, it is hard to tell both. Though it is still the same way, it is hard. It is the same way. It is easier to differentiate both. People who come and serve for titles, I should say, they come with a lot of good things that simply even push us and other leaders, not me alone. They push us to an extent of believing that they are the ones that must take the mantles. That they are the ones that deserve the titles.
After coming with a lot.
So they come with a lot. I am not saying that people should start
coming with little.
stepping on the brakes. No,
Okay.
but they should understand that if someone, you can simply, it is hard, but I believe with our generation now, it is easier for us to see someone who is serving for titles and someone who is actually not serving for titles, but is serving for impact and for the better of our organization.
Okay.
But the moment we look at someone, I should say, mushrooming in as far as growth is concerned, that definitely should give us a signal of someone who is after titles. Two, leaders who don't accept to be questioned, they serve for titles. Leaders who don't provide accountability, they serve for titles. Leaders who fear criticism, who don't embrace criticism, they serve for titles. Leaders who don't provide constructive feedback in anything that they do, they serve for titles. In other words, they serve for themselves, not for the people, and not for our clubs.
I think I've answered that question. A lot of people have been asking. These viewers you see here, they send in questions after podcast and they want us to question the next guest. So I have answered your question. Someone wanted you to clarify on that. Big up to you who sent that question to us. Okay, so how do you maintain genuine relationships beyond leadership and beyond the Rotary year? I am looking at you found new people in Rotary, and these are the new friends that you've made. Some have become family to you. So how do you maintain? Because it is also a problem.
One thing that I do as a person is I do not question my integrity.
Okay.
Yes. I don't question my integrity. I make sure that that there's no point that I put my sanity at stake.
Mm-hmm.
You get? I make sure that of course, especially here in Uganda, Rotaract has given us that opportunity to allow us to work even in disagreement. And I want to mention it on this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Unity does not mean that we shall agree on each and everything. Unity encompasses also disagreements.
Oh.
But we have to only put our eyes on the prize.
Okay.
Are we achieving whatever I wanted to achieve at the end of the day?
You're doing us great, by the way.
You get?
Yes.
So we find ourselves picking up, I should call them chicken fights at the end of the day, that don't even add on our growth as people that are into this organization. So to me, the friends that I make in Rotaract, the genuinity about me is the fact that I do not question my integrity. I do not question my sanity, but rather I will make sure that I execute, whether in disappointment or not in disappointment. The bad thing is that when we are serving, people tend to forget, and I think I should make this clear on one word, in one word or the other. You see, Mark, if you wake up today and you have a disagreement,
yes,
with a member in your club, I should say,
it
will be hard for me if you have if you have a disagreement in your club. Let us say you have a disagreement, you have a fight with a member that is in your club.
Yes.
And then that member is also my friend.
Yes.
I have to make sure that I show up for you because you are my friend, and I will show up for that person because that person is also my friend. So I don't allow the disagreement between the two of you disturb or dismantle the relationship that I have with the both of you.
I believe, people, you've got to understand how to handle relationships, like friendships, because we get friends, we make families into Rotary and Rotaract, and we fail to handle them. So he has explained and tried to break it down for us. So you had this misconception of Illuminati before joining. So people have different, but what is that biggest? You've told me you talk for a living. So you come into contact with different people, and when you tell them that you're into Rotary or Rotaract, they have this biggest misconception. Kindly tell us, what is that biggest?
That is very obvious. People know that in Rotary we innocent. We have money.
I am getting to know that we are rich at this point.
But you have to make it clear. we are not rich in matters of having money and all that.
Yes.
But we are just people that are rich at heart. People that accept to sacrifice the little that we have for others to have a better education, to have better access to good health, better access to water, and so on and so forth. Yes.
Okay. So, before we move to our next interesting segment that we always have in the Munye, I would request you to give us an advice to someone who wants to join, let's say, club, a district, to become a district leader. What should they prepare before saying, I am ready to take over?
I think people should have to understand the fact that it only takes you to be you. So just be you.
Okay.
The world will simply adjust. Just be you. Because the moment you want to change something because you want to be somewhere, then believe me or not, you're doing a disservice to yourself. So you just have to be you.
Okay.
Don't change because you want to be that person. Yes, they say, there's a saying that be the change you wish to see.
Yes.
Yes. But on a lighter note, if it is something about leadership, you cannot manipulate leadership. You can only be yourself. So please, whoever is watching this podcast, kindly, in as far as you want to serve at the district level, serve in your club, just make sure that you are you. People shouldn't say that CP Mark used to be like this. By the moment he got leadership, he now looks like this, or he now behaves like this, or he now puts on like this.
Okay.
Just make sure
You're you.
that you are you.
Okay.
Yes.
So do not first wait to make money and join us. So join us now. Money will come later because we are here to serve. So we move to our next segment, and it's the interesting one. We call it the Munye Rapid Fire segment. And the rules of this segment, we give you only 3 seconds to answer. You don't have to think a lot. That one answer that crosses your mind
Wow.
is what you give us.
Okay.
One answer. So we shall begin. Installation or district conference?
District conference.
Club fellowship or after fellowship?
Both.
Okay. President or ordinary member?
Wow.
3 seconds.
President.
Have you ever attended a fellowship mainly because of food?
No.
Okay. This is becoming interesting. What's the funniest excuse you've ever had from someone missing a service project? A funniest. And you look at her and say, eh, but this person is lying. That can't be.
Those are very many, but I don't know what to choose.
Choose out that one.
Hi.
And you don't have a lot of time to think.
I give up on that.
Okay. One Rotaract habit people should stop immediately.
I beg your pardon?
One Rotaract habit people should stop
Showing up
immediately.
late.
Late coming is so much in Rotaract. Okay. So, if you could ban one thing in Rotaract forever, what would it be?
Pardon?
If you could ban one thing in Rotaract forever, what could it be? Hey, 3 seconds, sir. That one answer that crosses your mind.
The 3 seconds are done.
So you don't have any? Okay, that pushes me to the next one. Which Rotaract stereotype is actually true? Stereotype is actually true. Actually true. There are very many. Choose out that one. I want that one that comes first in your mind.
Being classy people.
Being classic people? Classy.
Yes.
Okay. So Rotaract, you're classy, eh? You're tractors. Okay. So thank you so much. That pushes me to another interesting one. Well, you just complete the
Still
sentence.
another segment of 3
Yes.
seconds. Wow.
Just completing the sentence. You're just completing the sentence. Eh?
Okay,
So,
let me even sit properly now.
Rotaract changed my life because? Rotaract changed my life because?
I joined it.
The best leader is one who?
Hmm?
The best leader is one who?
Accepts criticism.
Service above self means?
Thinking about others.
Every Rotaractor should?
Every Rotaractor
should.
should embrace who they are.
I hope the future of Rotaract will.
Be better.
I will not ask why, because it is not into the script that the producer and director organized for me. Okay, so there is this thing that we call the Munye Minute on this podcast. So imagine you are speaking to every Rotaractor in Uganda. What's the one message you want them to remember after watching this episode? Because I believe different Rotaractors in Uganda are watching.
Every Rotaractor in Uganda should put it at the back of their heads that everything they do, they should remember that it is all about their character. Whatever you do, whatever you say, people are going to judge you, but your character will communicate so much on who you are. But most importantly, we should always understand that nature does not accept vacuum. The more you keep quiet, someone else will have to speak. And when they speak, the chances are high that they're not going to speak what you would like to hear. And then at the end of the day, you'll be complaining in the background. So kindly make sure that whenever an opportunity comes up, you seize it, you grab it, learn from it, and better yourself.
Okay, so viewers, today's conversation has reminded us that behind the successful events you see, there are sleepless nights, sacrifices, challenges, and some people choosing to give up their everything. So, thank you so much. We were so delightful, grateful to have you on this fantastic show, the Munye podcast. Hope to have you next time, and we break down Rotaract for these viewers of ours. I would like to shake hands with you.
Thank you so much for hosting me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's about subscription, liking, following, and sharing. I was saying following. Okay. Also follow next episodes. Thank you so much.